Okay.
You ready? Okay, everybody. So this is Tanika. Y'all infamous or as famously known as the Spirit Fox Queen. I'm bringing back my good buddy again, Alicia from Level Up Score. I think this is our third time chatting, right?
I think it is.
Our
Yeah.
third time.
Yeah.
We supposed to been here, got this meeting on the books. I know you guys had a lot of different updates that I wanted you to kind of come in and kind of talk about because even though I did use the Speed Fox and they have their own version of it. Like I think we talked about it too, but now on this call, like I still like you guys' version for different things. And we can kind of get into that a little bit later. But I just want to open up the floor and just let you go ahead and share your software, and then if folks have questions, we can answer those at the end.
Wonderful. Well, thank you for allowing me to be here, Tanika. And if you guys don't know, Tanika and I have been friends for some time now. And so I appreciate the opportunity to come in and speak to you about Level Up Score. And just so you guys are aware, we completely connect with Dispute Fox. We make it a streamlined process if you decide to use Level Up Score. So we'll talk about Level Up Score a little bit and answer questions and things like that. So on this call right now, I don't see everybody's face because I'm not good at seeing everybody's face, but I know Janetta Jackson is a user of Level Up Scores. She's new to that. So Janetta's one of our users. I can't see everybody's face, but she's right here. Cookie Griffin is on here. She is a user. Shar is a user. So we got a couple of you guys on here that may have some questions too of the new updates. We are constantly developing new things to make your job so much easier. Okay. But it's kind of this new philosophy of not just doing disputes, but disputes being a tool and then having this action plan for the consumer to help reach a goal. Okay. So that's where we are with Level Up Score, what our mission is. We are not competitors with any of the other softwares out there. We're just kind of like another way of looking at things and helping you deliver on your promise to your clients. Okay. And so we again thank you for allowing me to be here, Tanika. I have a PowerPoint slide. I'm going to show parts of it. It's not, it's my demo slide, but I'm going to show parts of it, but we're going to actually more gear towards what you guys want from me today. But I'm going to go ahead and share that just so that I have something to go off of. So let me bring that up for you guys. So if you ever get on a call with me, we do strategy calls. So you guys are all welcome to do a strategy call. So if you're following the Level Up Score Facebook page, do that. I mean, I share a lot of ways of how you grow your business, but also changes that are happening in the industry. Some of you who got on later, I was announcing there's a big change in the mortgage industry that I will be announcing tomorrow. So please make sure you watch that. It's really important for what you guys do. Okay. There's going to be a lot of questions around it, and I think you would like to know the answer if your clients ask you the question, right? And so that'll be coming. But you can also go to levelupscore.com and you can click on sign up and get a free demo account with me so you can check this out for yourself. You'll have a demo account and a demo credit that you can use on one of your clients so you can see exactly how Level Up Score works. So what you see on this first page is our what we call our legacy plan. Our plans are different now. They are interactive, but we still have this also available in our dashboard. But the reason I still show this image is because it's a real clean image to show. It does show you a couple of things that I want to highlight that Level Up Score does is number one, do you see how it has the goal? There's four primary goals that we'll talk about that Level Up Score helps people with. We also tick down the actions. So there's going to be actions that are on the action plan that have to do with, improving the credit score, but also helping them get to their credit goal. Of course, we're showing changes in the credit score. So this is a change report. And we use the colors like red and green to indicate positive changes versus negative changes on a profile. This is very helpful for you and your clients because if your client's credit score goes down and there's a bunch of red changes, guess what you get to say? That's why your credit score went down, right? And you probably won't even get the question because oftentimes when I'm looking at action plans for my clients, I see that the negative items are usually about their utilization increasing, right? And that drops their credit score. And then they're embarrassed to ask me why their credit score dropped because they can easily see it on the action plan. It's because they charged more on their credit cards, right? So they're going to ask me that question which is nice. But it is a change report. So every single month when they get a new action plan, they're going to see the changes that happen, changes that they did, improvements that they did. And also, if you're getting negative items removed from their credit report, they'll have that in their change report. Okay. So I just want to kind of highlight that because some people get confused. Do I just give a one-time action plan? No, this is a journey. We call it a journey for the consumer. Okay. I'm going to skip that because that's my demo. I'll give a little introduction about myself in case those of you who are on here don't know me. My name is Alicia Ault. My nickname is Allie, so a lot of people know me by Allie. I've been in the credit and mortgage world for 23 years. August will be my 24th year. And I built thousands of action plans by hand before software existed. So I'm old. Char, you're there with me, so don't laugh when I say I'm old. But I've been in the business for a long time. We didn't have software, so we did a lot of things by hand. We had manila folders with all this stuff in there. But as I did these action plans, it worked really well. I was doing it for free for many years. And if people would come to me, I would improve their credit profile so they can get a home loan. And then I would be the loan officer for that home loan. So it worked out really well. But I really did get burnt out. I was waking up early in the morning. Some of you probably feel that burnout right now. And then I was going to bed late at night literally every day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And I try to do different things to scale my business. So I tried hiring people. I tried, making simpler systems, like all these things I tried, and it was really difficult because of the knowledge that I needed to teach just was really hard to teach. And so that's when I decided to take all the knowledge that I have and put it in software. And that's why LevelUp Score exists. LevelUp Score has actually been a product for many years. We just brought it to the marketplace. I think it was 2022 for other credit professionals to use. But we have actually been using it in my credit repair companies for years before we launched it to other credit repair companies. So those of you who don't know, I had owned 4 credit repair companies. I still own 2. I sold 2 during Cinco de Mayo, and I actually teach my model of how I handle multiple credit repair companies on my own with just a couple employees. So if you want to know that model, you can get on one of my strategy calls and I'll teach you. It's actually really simple. And I think you'll be like, whoa, are you serious? That's all you do? That's all I do. But my clients get their home loan. Okay. So feel free to jump on one of those calls. Here's a couple ways that you could stay connected with me. Obviously, we have my public page and then we also have the private page. You can go ahead and scan those QR codes. And even if you're not a partner of LevelUp Score yet, go ahead and ask to join that partner page. And then as soon as you become a partner, then we will let you into that partner page. Okay. Partner page is really important because this is where we give free classes. We also, I do free coaching. I teach people how to read a credit report. If you come up with issues on an action plan that you don't understand, I teach those as well. And it's just a really fun community. I know Tanika is in that community as well. And thank you actually for the other day of even making a comment on one of the questions that were in there. So appreciate that. That's how we can stay connected. I'm going to skip this part because this is my demo and I'm not doing that with you. I want to just talk to you about what LevelUp Score does. Terrell is in the house. Terrell is also a LevelUp Score user. Hi, Terrell. How are you? Say hi. Say hi. So here's what LevelUp Score does. LevelUp Score actually reads the credit report. It's going to automatically read that for you, so you can set everything up on automations. I'll talk about that here in a minute. And it analyzes that credit report instantly, and it generates an action plan based on the client's goal. So we're going to have 4 goals. I'll go over those with you. So it's going to tell them exactly what to do, why it matters, and how it can impact their credit score. We have 4 goals. So we have buy a home. And this is important, by the way, guys, because each goal has different actions that they would take based on different algorithms. So buy a home is based off of the FICO 5, 4, and 2. We will also be bringing in the Vantage 4.0 very soon because mortgage lenders are now using that. We'll talk about that tomorrow. Build Great Credit is your FICO 8 model. Buy a car is FICO 8 with your auto overlay. And then PG Business Funding is FICO 8 with a PG Business Funding overlay. Okay. So depending on what your client wants, the goal is important. You can change their goal. They can also change their goal at any point in time in the platform. Okay. Any questions about the parts that I've gone through so far? We good? Okay. Revenue model with LevelUp Score, there's a lot of ways to make money. So you can make money from affiliate resources that you can add in. You can build your own resources. We are going to advise resources when consumers need it. Obviously, You're going to connect that to credit monitoring. You're going to make that additional credit monitoring income. And then you can become an affiliate of LevelUp Score and start earning commissions from that as well. So if you know other credit professionals that maybe would like to have a LevelUp Score, you'll have your own QR or your own link for that as well. Okay. Automations, we do automate everything. I am automation queen, different kind of automation queen than Tanika Richardson. She is the automation building queen. I am the automate all my life queen. Okay. So if I can find a way to do it and I don't have to do it, that's what I do. And so Level Up Score models that as well. So everything is automated in here. And it's simple, like it goes simply like this if you decide to automate it and I teach you how to do it. Client signs up, the report comes in. This is all hands-free, guys. Client comes in hands-free, report comes in hands-free, action plan gets generated hands-free, action plan gets sent to the consumer hands-free. They get your video, your avatar, your instructions hands-free, and you collect the commissions. You're going to see that your retention is going to significantly increase because of the just the consistency of these action plans. People get excited because they actually have a roadmap of where they're going and how they need to get there. But also they get to see the changes. So they're learning about their credit along the way. And then finally is transparent. So the one thing that I found in the industry before we had software, I was doing everything by hand. I was still doing action plans, but my consumers didn't get to see it right there and then of the changes that were happening. So it was me telling them, right? And even though your clients trust you guys, when their credit score goes down and you're trying to explain to them why it went down, they a lot of times think that maybe you're making stuff up, right? That because they're paying you. And so when it's in a transparent system like this, where they're getting educated, it takes a lot of that heat off of you. Okay, empowers them and puts the onus on them. Okay. I'm going to skip that and I'm going to go into, I'm actually going to close out of this. I'll just go here real fast and then we're going to jump into Level Up Score and I'm going to answer your questions. Okay. So Level Up Score, to get started with Level Up Score, you can go to levelupscore.com. You can sign up for your free account so you could try it out right away. But if you are like, hey, I really want to get started on this, DM me after this and I will open Level Up Score up for you because you'll get blocked to be on a call with me. And you can go in and you can purchase your credits. So we are a credit-based system, completely white labeled. We don't charge any fees for white labeling your products. So the action plan has your name. It comes from your email. It comes from your text message. Everything's white labeled. And then so we don't have a white label fee. We don't have a monthly fee. You're literally just buying action plan credits. And so our starter plan is you buy 200 action plan credits. That's a $500 investment. That means those action plan credits are $2.50. Now, one thing I want you guys to know is that Level Up Score is a money making engine. You're going to make money from the resources that are on there. You're going to find that your affiliate income is going to increase. I give you every affiliate that I know of. So you're going to make additional affiliate income from that. But also you can bake this in. So here's what I would recommend for each and every one of you. Look at what you're charging for your credit monitoring right now and increase that credit monitoring fee by $3 so that you're covering this fee. So you're essentially your client's paying for their action plan. And then I gave you a raise of 50 cents. Sound good? Any questions about that? So you can literally have this for free. I'm going to go ahead and exit out of this. I'm going to dive into Level Up Score itself, and I'm going to show you around. I'm going to get into my demo account here. Any questions? You guys, I know you're all muted. Feel free to unmute and ask me questions because this is definitely the question stage. I'm going to go through some of the things that we have in Level Up Score, but I want to direct it in ways that would benefit you guys. Okay. So feel free to ask. Anybody? Anybody? Are we chatting?
Yeah, do some chatting.
Terrell, I love you too.
You guys could either opt to come off mute or raise your hand or whatever. I am monitoring the screen, so I will
Okay.
see you.
Thank you. Thank you. Pay attention, people go. Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna mimic what or say what Terrell said. He said, get on level up score ASAP. It will improve your business. It'll improve your model, but it's also going to help you save a lot of time in your business. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and show you an action plan so you can see it. You guys will all have a demo client already in here. So your demo client, the cool thing about that is you can use that for your marketing and your advertising of what you're doing. But I'm going to show you my guy here, John Doe, and I'm going to see. His goal is business credit. I'm going to see if I can change his goal real fast. These demo accounts don't work real great, but I'm going to try to change it to buy a house because most of you on this call I know work with people that are looking to buy a home. So let me see if I can go in here and change him real fast. My people changed my dashboard and stuff, so it's been interesting recently of finding stuff. So bear with me here. Okay, so this is where I can edit John Doe, but keep in mind you guys can automate all this so you don't actually have to type anybody's information in here. And I'll teach you how to do that. If you're using Dispute Box, obviously we have an API integration. It's real easy and all this stuff will filter over. So I'm gonna save him. All right, now let's look at John Doe. He should be by a house now. Okay. So this is what you would be seeing on the new action plans. So we have two versions of the action plans, guys. One version is interactive and one version is that one that you saw on the front screen. So if I were to click on this button here, I'd see our legacy plan. But our new plans are interactive. So we're actually communicating and playing with the client, if you will. If you guys know me, I do not talk to any of my clients on the phone. And so I built Level Up in respect that you do not have to either. You can literally have all your communications built right into the system on their action plan, which is even more powerful. So they could talk to you specifically about the actions they need to take. You'll see up here, I have a video. I do personalized videos. They're usually, you'll see this one's 1 minute and 10 seconds long. That's how long it takes me to do a monthly review. Who does a monthly review? Raise your hand or throw emoji up in the air or something. Let me know if you do a monthly review for your client. I hope you do. I hope you do. Everybody should raise their hand. Monthly reviews are really, two hands, Charles, like two hands. Monthly reviews are really important. If your clients could get a daily review, they would certainly accept that, right? They're hoping their credit would actually improve in one day. We know that's not true. But you should be doing at least a monthly review. I hear some people say I do a 35-day review or 40-day review or 45. I would caution you on that because your clients know that their credit report updates every 30 days. You should probably do one every 30 days, right?
I will
But
just jump in real quick to not to
yeah,
cut
go
you
ahead.
off. I know CROs that don't do any. They just
Yeah,
want to be completely, hands off for whatever reason, and I caution against that as well. I'm like, okay, but
yeah,
yeah, so I agree that you guys should be touching them at least, once a month. And if you're using Dispute Fox, you can combine this with the monthly progress report. So
yeah, you really can. A lot of people do that. Um, Here's the thing. If you're not doing monthly reviews, like Tanika was saying, there are some people who do not do them. Those are typically your churn and burn type of organizations. And what that means is they're getting clients in, usually from ads. They're working on their file. The client leaves 30 days to 3 months later, and they're constantly having to get more clients and work really hard for more clients. Where in this type of respect, the way that I do it, I still have clients that I've had 10 years ago. And I know that sounds ridiculous, but they are addicted to me. I am their trusted advisor. So they get an action plan every single month. They stay on credit monitoring. And if they need my help, we bring them back into full service. Really cool thing about that model is not only do they stay with you forever, but also they refer everybody to you. And I learned that from being a loan officer. As a loan officer, loan officers are horrible about getting back with people. If I do a loan for you, I might not ever talk to you again. And then I got to go work hard to find more people to do loans for, opposed to keeping this relationship because probably in a couple of years they're going to need another loan, right? And I could have kept that relationship and I didn't. So I've been very intentional in my business that I'm always in front of them. So I do these little videos, they're a minute long. So that's my monthly review, guys. So if you are doing them and you're spending 30 to 45 minutes on a phone call and they had to get on your calendar, so now your calendar is booked, so you can't get more clients because you're talking to a current client, maybe there's a better way, right? I did that model for a long time. And when I realized that clients actually like these videos better than any phone call they could have with me because they're busy too. This is a story I like to tell because it's a very honest and true story. I've been doing it for a long time. Guess what most of my clients are doing when I would do those monthly calls? Now, granted, they scheduled this thing. So they scheduled it for the time that they're supposedly available. I'll give you three things that they're usually doing. Number one, they're at McDonald's. Why McDonald's? I don't know, but it's always McDonald's. So they're ordering McDonald's and I always had a joke, what are you ordering for me? Right? Number two, they're picking up their kids from school. All right. And then number three, they are currently at work going, hey, Allie, I'm sorry. I'm at work. I gotta be really quiet, but don't worry. I'm listening to you. Okay. So then I'm going over their review. They can't see it. They're just talking to me on the phone. I'm going over the review. And then the next thing I hear from them is, hey, I know you told me all this stuff, but I didn't get a chance to really hear you. Can you email me that? Or can we reschedule? Those are the two things that I usually get. How painful is that? That's like extremely painful, right? So, what if I told you I charged $139 a month, plus they had to have their credit monitoring, and I did 1 minute of work per month for them? What if I told you that's what I do? That's what I do. Okay, that's exactly what I do. They get their plan. They're the doers of the plan. I'm just the coach. I am the support person. I'm helping them along. Okay. My very first video that I do for anyone is a little bit longer, usually 5 to 7 minutes, because I'm letting them know how my system works, right? And then I go over their action plan. But I'm gonna role play with you guys real fast. Let's pretend John Doe is my client and I'm doing a review for him. Okay. This is exactly how I do it because I want to show you guys because I think you might adopt it. Okay. You might save your life and be on the beach like me. So I would say something like this. Hey, John Doe, this is Alicia, your credit expert behind LevelUp Score. I'm really super excited to work with you on your journey to buy a home. And as you can see, these are your current credit scores. And we have your utilization at 0. This is where that comes from. Here's your DTI. What I want to go over with you is we have about 14 actions to complete on your credit action plan. And so the most important one is going to be getting your new line of credit. We just don't have enough credit, right? So you can click on this link right here. It's going to take you to the Credit Builder credit card so you can learn more about it and make an informed decision. But just trust me, this is the one that I want you to do. The second thing that I want you to do is you have these two student loans here, and you'll see it's asking you to pay a voluntary payment of $5. I know these loans are deferred, but I want you to make a voluntary payment. That's going to create activity on this account, and now that's going to beef up your credit score. So if you could just at least do those things this month, we will really do, have a needle mover for our next month and push you closer to the goal. However, you have 14 things you can do, so feel free to scroll down your action plan and do as many things as you want. Okay. End of video. That's it. I'm not going through the whole thing with them. They can do that themselves. They're big girls and big boys. But I do want to make sure that I give them some key things that they can do. Because sometimes, and you guys may have felt like this before, sometimes when someone says, here's all the things you can do, you can feel overwhelming, right? You can feel overwhelmed. And if you feel overwhelmed, a couple of things could happen. Analysis paralysis, as well as you don't do anything. You procrastinate because you're overwhelmed. And so I'd like to give them two things to do. Usually two of the easiest things that I can do, that can happen to, right? Couple really cool features on our interactive interface is that they can talk to you. So here I am talking to John and say, hey, John, this is the most important action to take this month. He replies back, already done. He could also play over here. So let's pretend he hadn't completed it and it says not done. He can let me know that it's in progress. That's going to change the color of it. Or he can say I completed it. When he completes it, it's going to turn green and it's going to throw confetti up in the air because we want to congratulate him on positive efforts that he's doing. Okay. And so we can communicate back and forth. I really love this feature because we literally were having a conversation about a specific thing on his credit report. So I never have to have that call where I'm going down through a customer's whole credit report. I literally don't look at credit reports at all anymore. I don't need to because it's all here. Everything I need to know is here. So even down to the negative items. So if we have this charge off here, I could ask John, hey, tell me more about this charge off. Have you paid it? Do you have any correspondence? Blah, 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 blah. right? And then we're communicating back and forth on those action plans, right? He can complete them, he can talk back to me, and then I have his engagement. So I'm spending minutes a month on a client versus hours, right? So you can upload and customize this. You can take actions off of this. You can add your own personalized notes here. Your avatar will be here. You don't have to have a video. I do that because I don't want to have phone calls. Okay, so it's up to you guys. Your contact information. You could put your social media handles here as well so they can click and start following you. So on my personal ones for my businesses, I do have them and I'll tell them on their first call, hey, click on my links and start following me on social media so I can keep you updated on new things about the industry, right? You could build out your own resources. I've seen people put their YouTube videos in here. I've seen them put their ebooks in here. There's a lot of things that you could do here, okay? And then one of my favorites, and I don't know if it's going to show it here. Well, let me come back to this. So we do DTI analysis. We also will show all the completed items down here, whether that's something the consumer completed or if you as a professional completed an item for the consumer or you're getting negative things off the credit report. But the other thing that's really, really cool about this, and I think Shar would love this because I know she works with mortgage lenders as well, if I'm talking to my loan officer, by the way, I work as a borrower readiness partner with loan officers. So I have a lot of communications with my loan officers. So if a loan officer refers to me someone, I will ask the loan officer, is there anything specific that you need to make sure that happens so they can get their home loan? And they usually run something called DU and DO, and it gives them all of the conditions that need to happen for that person. So if it's something that's outside of, let's say, the credit score or the financial health markers, like maybe the loan officer says, hey, I got a SAGE report, they have a judgment. Well, just so you guys know, if you don't already know, you don't see judgments on our credit reports that we get from credit monitoring. But as a loan officer, I do see that because we get a SAGE report. And so the loan officer can say, hey, there's a judgment. We're going to have to handle that. Can you help that person handle that? I can literally add that action to this action plan. So I can add my own personal actions to that action plan. Terrell does security clearance. I did security clearance for many, many years. And so I know with him, there are going to be specific actions that the security clearance officer is going to require Terrell to do. So he can add those actions in there. Okay. So those are some of the very big highlights that we have now in LevelUp Score. But I'm going to, again, open the floor to see if anybody has any questions. I know you guys are chatting too, so I'll bring that back up. Yeah, security clearance is fun. I actually like it. Terrell's talking about that in the chat. I like it a lot, but just so you guys know, if you ever decide to do security clearance, you can't just get negative things off the credit reports. That's not how it works. If you're doing disputes, they don't like that. Um, I did it for many years, and I have a story where the FBI would come in my office and review all my files all the time. So they're very picky on what happens. No foreclosures, no bankruptcies. Those are big deals. So, but you can make a lot of money off of security clearance because they're going to lose their job if they don't have you. You know, Terrell knows that. All right. Anything else?
Miss Alicia, I have a question for you.
Sure.
So I noticed with level up score, so the clients I had in the past, I received the email saying they would have action plan, but I don't have these. I mean, I'm not. These clients are not active, like So how? So even though I had them in the past, level up score still can go and get those clients
Mm-hmm.
because it's an automation.
Yeah, if they have credit monitoring, obviously, if they don't have credit monitoring, we can't create an action plan, right? Because they do need their credit monitoring attached to it, and they have to be paying for their credit monitoring. But like I have a graduation program where I keep all my clients forever. So I basically, when they get done with their process, I'm like, hey, congratulations on getting to your home. Excited that I was able to help you with that journey. In order for us to keep things really great and make sure I have an eye on it, I have a free graduation program and I do it for free for everyone. So they have to just stay on their credit monitoring. And then every month I still give them an action plan because that keeps my face in front of them. But I don't put the video in. I only put the video in once every 3 months as a like, hey, I just wanted to let you know I'm checking it personally just to make sure everything's good. that gives me an opportunity often to ask for referrals, but also if there is damage on the credit report, I can bring them back into my full service. So they never leave me, right? They're always my client, and they're not going to get caught up in social media with, a different credit repair company that might be trying to get their business because they're always going to come to me, right? So, and then
But
if
that
they're,
means those credits going to be used. So even though these clients is not active, paying clients that was past clients. So if Credit Repair Junkie send an action plan, those credits, I will lose those credits, correct?
yeah. So there's a couple ways that you could do it. If you're like, hey, I don't want to work if you don't like my model of the graduation, um, I think it's a really good model because you keep these people and you get referrals more often. If you don't like that model, you can archive the client and then they can't get anything again once you archive them. Okay. It doesn't delete them. So if they come back to your full service, you can unarchive them and then you have them back there. So you have that model that you could do that as well. But if you're baking in the action plan into the credit monitoring, then they're paying for it themselves,
Okay.
right? So that's what I do. I've heard, I had a call yesterday that was on for like 2.5 hours teaching brand new credit repair companies how to do their job. And a lot of them had credit monitoring set at like 24.95 a month. I don't know about you guys, but the going rate is about 35.95 to 39.99 a month. So if you're not there, give yourself a raise, but you can literally bake in your credit monitor or bake in your action plans into the credit monitoring. That's what I do. So the two companies I still have, one is at 49.99 and the other one is at 39.99. And then I have another one I just started. You guys are thinking I'm crazy. I just started another company and that one's going to be at 29.99 as just for the first year as I roll that business out. Okay. But the cool thing is I can grow and scale multiple credit repair companies because of the way that I do it, right? So if you guys are making your systems too complex, and you got Tanika on this call right now, she is automation queen, right? If you're not automating things and when I say automating, make sure you automate things, but you deliver high value. Okay. I've never had a client tell me that my service wasn't personal and they didn't feel like I was right there for them. They always like, man, you're always right here for me. But I don't ever talk to them on the phone. It's all done in videos. But I'm talking specifically to them about their goal in this video, right? And they can repeat it, they can rewind it. It's always there for them. Does that make sense? Um, so you can archive it, but my experience is if I want to build a business on referrals and be a trusted advisor, it's better that I keep in front of them all the time. As long as they have credit monitoring. They don't have it, they can't get it. I mean, they just can't, right? I mean, there's nothing I could do for them.
Yeah, that's a good point. I'll jump into. So I might steal your idea. I don't incorporate a level up score action plan, but my wheels are spinning. I'm like, oh, I guess maybe I could do that. But I do have a industry fox. I did build out I call it like a graduation automation. So they do get, like a congratulatory, email and give at the end, but then I have the automations go back in and loop them in again. So they do get like a nurturing campaign. So that, adding that would be like a nice, good, cool component to, like you said,
Yeah.
keep the revenue. Because for right now, what I do is I don't do the level up, but I'm probably going to do that now. But what I do is like tell them like, hey, if they keep their credit monitoring active, so they need to come back for whatever reason, like maybe they don't have to pay like an enrollment or anything, or I will look at it for them for free if they
That's
keep
a good
that
one
credit
too.
monitoring active. Yeah.
Yeah.
So action plan is
I
good.
uh I always kept my have my clients keep their credit monitoring active. When I say you get me for free for the rest of your life as long as you have credit monitoring, guess what they want to do? Keep me for
Mhm.
free, right?
Yeah.
And they like it. It's an ego thing too. My clients they'll say, "I have my own credit expert," right? And so they'll tell their friends like, "You should talk to my credit expert." And just like some people say, "I got to go talk to my attorney," like they have a attorney, right? We like that. It's like an ego thing. So there's that. Uh, But I was going to say, as far as your nurturing campaign, like what Tanika said, that's something else you should have built out. You should have an email that goes out that just maybe, holiday campaigns, right? Saying Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, whatever. Those are really important. But you want to know my favorite automation ever in terms of nurturing campaigns that gives me the most business? Birthday.
I was just going to say happy birthday.
Birthday
You
is
told somebody,
the
matter of fact, if
bomb.
she's on the call, April, I think I just showed her this afternoon how to do that. The happy
The
birthday.
best. Guys, if you want to blow up your business, I'm telling you right now, have that birthday campaign. Actually, let me restate that. Be good at what you do so they like you, and then have a birthday campaign because it's so crazy. It'll be like a year later and they'll go, "Oh, Allie, thank you for the happy birthday. I actually have a bunch of friends who need your help." Right? Or they go, "You know what? I know I need your help and I need to get back into full service." And I get those clients right back again. It's the best marketing thing I've ever done. And it's funny because I started collecting birthdays for all my level up score users because I'm like, hey, if it worked for my clients on the credit, it probably works on you guys too. So um, do that. Give it to Nika if you don't know how. She'll help you. I'm sure of that. But birthday campaigns are really powerful.
Yeah, and it's super easy. I show people how to do that for free. Like it's on I think it's already on my YouTube channel within my school community. It's just folks just need to know where to go to like set it up. But that's like one of the most basic automations you can set up in Dispute Box. It's
Hmm.
very user friendly. Not sure why it's not a standard the default automation, but it's not.
Gotcha.
But
Go
it's
talk to
super
them,
easy.
Tanika. Go talk to him. Tell him. But yeah, so that would be something I would, if I were you guys on this call, that's one of the first things that I would incorporate for sure. Any other questions that I can help you guys with? Is there anything I need to show? Well, let me show you some things and you guys can go in the chat and ask some questions. So I talked about affiliate stuff earlier. So we do have an affiliate tab in Level Up Score. We have a lot of affiliates. We're always getting new ones. So those will be coming as well. So these are different affiliates. At the top are like affiliates that you make additional revenue from. And then we have credit monitoring affiliates, right? Some of our software companies, DIY stuff. And of course, you have the Level Up Score affiliate link here. I don't know, Tanika, if Dispute Fox has an affiliate link, but if they do, that they could be added on here as well. We're
That's
constantly getting
a
new
good
companies on
question I
there.
always ask. It's in beta testing
In beta?
usually. You
Okay.
mean like to refer people out to the actual software?
Hmm.
Yeah, we're working on that. We're working on that. We need to be working on having them. I should say that if folks watch this back. If you are using the Speed 5 and you're using Score Fusion, to my knowledge, Score Fusion does not integrate with this yet, right? We
Hmm.
need to
Right.
work on that too.
Right. We need to work on that too. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. We got some work to do. Always got
Yeah.
work to do.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
Also, this is the teams and settings. I'm not going to go into a lot of this because once you become a Level Up Score member, you're going to get a video on how to set up your white label. But this is where you set it up. But I just want to show you a couple of things in here that you're going to see that are new. I'm hoping it's on my demo because I don't always have all the features. Okay. There is a company called ACCC Debt Relief. Level Up Score has now partnered with this company. If you guys aren't familiar with this company, it's not a debt settlement company. It's actually a debt relief company. So what that means is we now can analyze, if you turn this on, we analyze that credit report. If someone has like a bunch of credit cards and they're in major debt, they will get an offer. If you decide to turn it on, it's completely up to you. They'll get an offer and says you may qualify for lower interest rates on your on your credit cards. Okay. So that company charges $35 a month from your client to get into the program. And they have contracts with like Capital One, Chase Bank, Bank of America, all of those companies, Wells Fargo, they lower your interest rate and they also can lower your payment. And so it's just a program. You're still paying that whole debt. It's not a debt settlement program, so it doesn't negatively affect your credit score at all. It just helps the person keep from going in default. Okay. So that's a program that'll be in here if you guys choose to open it up. The other program is we've partnered with McCarthy Law. For those of you who may like McCarthy Law, we actually can analyze for those FCRA violations. And then you can click a button and send that over to McCarthy Law and they'll do their job. So that's another one if you're looking to get help with FCRA violations. Again, we have a lot of programs that are coming. We have a lot of partnerships with some very huge organizations that are offering valuable assets to you guys, but they will be in this section and you get to turn them on if you want them. Okay. So if it's not something you want in your business, you don't have to have them. We want you to have full control over that. But you can learn about it here. They will be at CreditCon with Level Up Score, this company here. So they'll have, I think, 2 or 3 representatives from ACCC at CreditCon representing LevelUp Score as well as their business that's integrated in LevelUp Score. So they paid millions of dollars to Google to do Google ads. And they decided instead of paying Google, they're going to pay LevelUp Score. They saw a bigger value in that. So that's how we partnered. Okay. Awesome. And then if you guys have different ideas that you think would be valuable, we're always open to hearing those ideas. Okay. The idea behind LevelUp Score is we really want it to be a robust system that helps your clients get out of debt, buy homes, buy cars, get business funding. That's what it needs to be able to do. Okay. And so if you find there's a gap in it in any way, shape, or form, we want to know because we want to make that happen for you. And we want to make it super slick and easy. Some other things that you will see in LevelUp Score, and I can't show you on this particular account just because I don't have a demo account for it. But if this person, one of my clients here, had a Parent Plus loan, there will be a banner at the top of their thing that says you need to consolidate these into a brand new loan. It's a really important thing that they need to do by July 1st. So we have alerts up there for very critical things that are in our industry. They'll be alerted on their action plan. The cool thing about this is you guys don't have to know all the new things that are happening in the industry. We have to know at LevelUp Score, and we will put that in your plan for you. So you're going to look like a very well-oiled professional because you will know all the things. Okay. So I study that a lot, and so that'll already be in the action plan. Okay. Support, frequently asked questions. We have that. So if you want to integrate it with different companies, you can do that. We have a lot of support stuff here. Teams and settings. Again, that's where you do your white label users. You can have as many users on here as you want. So again, I told you guys there is no fee for white labeling. There's no fee for users. That means if you have 45 people who work for you, that's okay. I know a lot of softwares charge for a certain amount of users. We don't. Literally all you are going to pay for is the action plans. So if we're in teams and settings, you'll come over to the top and go to action plans. And you'll see there's a couple of choices for action plans. If you're a starter company, I recommend the starter. It's 200 credits. Your investment's $500. Pro, you're buying 500 credits. Your investment would be $1,000. That makes those $2. Okay. All of these are completely white labeled. And then we work with big banks and stuff. So we have some custom pricing as well. Okay. So that's how you can get started with LevelUp Score. It's a one-time fee. There's no monthly fee. They don't expire. So if you buy these 200 credits and it takes you 2 years to use them, it takes you 2 years to use them. But you'll probably get a phone call from me because I'm going to help you. I'm going to help you scale and grow your business. Okay, that's my promise to you. I do that a lot. I'll go here. I'm going to show you guys something back on my PowerPoint slide real fast. That might be helpful. Let me see if I go through here. I think it's on here. Let me see. Yeah, here. I'm going to show you guys this. I think this is fun. Okay, let's pretend that you have 10 clients and you don't grow beyond 10 clients. You only have these 10 clients. If you buy those 200 credits, that's going to give you 20 months of runway for these 10 clients. 20 months. That means you could service them for 20 months on those 200 credits, and you will make over $3,500 just on the credit monitoring, okay, from those clients. If you add in, I got all this stuff that's in my way. If you add in like even just a small monthly service fee of $99 a month, now you're going to have made $23,300 from those individuals, even if you only had 10 clients over those 20 months. So when you're making this $500 investment, you're making an investment to grow your money. It's a good ROI. You're not just throwing money away, okay? The other one is if you're adding 10 clients per month, this is what we call the growth model. This is what most people at least do is 10 clients per month. You will use those credits up in 6 months because you'll have 60 clients. That's going to put you at a monthly income of upwards of $7,000 per month. Okay. So if you add in your monthly fee of just $99, and most of you charge more than $99, I'm using small numbers here because I just want to show you the power of this. In 6 months, you'll have made $42,000. Okay. And guess what? I do this all day long and I don't do disputes. So there's that. I only disputes when I need to. And my models, I don't actually even do them. I send the dispute letter to the client to send them out. I just create it for them. So there's all kinds of ways that you can do this business and you can make your life a lot easier and happier and simplified and still bring huge value to the consumer. I believe the biggest thing for a consumer is they have this big weight on their shoulders and they don't know what they need to do, right? But if you say, hey, here's the plan, they feel like you just pick this big weight off their shoulders and like, okay, I have a plan, even if they haven't done anything yet, right? And so I just want to make sure that I showed that to you as well. All right, I'm going to go ahead and end this presentation. And I don't know, what's our time frame here, girl?
8 o'clock. So we skip up 8 more minutes.
8 more minutes.
Or so. If folks have questions, I love your talks because you and Shar, anyone who's been in the industry, I'm not going to say your age for this long. I love your ideas. I like to listen because even though I've been around and folks are like, oh, like I'm a lifelong learner. Like I'm literally in school working on my PhD because I already don't have enough stuff on my plate, right? So I'm a lifelong learner. I never want to be the smartest person in the room. I like to learn from you guys and learn the different ideas of different things that you guys are doing. So
Thank you. Me too. I have my group coaching calls and we get on and I learned something really cool today, actually. There's a site that someone was telling me about that you can go on and you don't have to buy books. So any book you want to read, you go on the site and you get a PDF book for free.
oh,
Like,
well, put that in the chat.
yeah, okay, it's
If
called,
you can remember, what
I
day
think
is
it's,
your and I may have missed it. I'm sorry. What day did you say you hold your calls again?
so I have calls on Monday at 1 p.m. Eastern time. And then I have my strategy calls on Wednesday at 5 p.m. Eastern time.
Okay.
And then I do a lot of classes. So you guys, if you're following the Level Up Score Facebook page or any of the social medias, I do class. I'll like just drop in a class, right? So I like to do that. Especially right now, we have a lot of new people, as you can imagine, that are coming into the industry and they're struggling with how to find their first 10 clients. So I teach that class a lot as well. And I put the website in the chat. I'm not 100% that's the website, but I believe by memory it's oceanofpdf.com. And they ask for donations. So when you go to the page and you search for a book, you find the book, and then like a thing will come up. You ask for the PDF, a thing will come up, and it'll say, "Buy me coffee." And then you wait about 15 seconds. Okay, you wait about 15 seconds, and the book will pop up. Okay. So I was like, shoot. Like you should see me. I buy books like crazy. But I probably still will buy books. I buy them used, like from Abe Books and World of Books. I buy them used because I like to write in my books and like study them. But the cool thing about the PDF, you could take it and you could put it in Chat GPT or Claude and say, summarize this and what do I need to know to help my business or whatever you're doing. And then you don't have to read the whole book. So there's that too.
Oh, look at that cheat sheet. Okay,
Yeah.
fine.
Especially you right now with working on your PhD.
Yeah,
Um,
okay. I don't know what the hell I was thinking, y'all.
tell me what your degree is in.
So it's going to be in public health policy. So that's what I still have my day job. I love what I do, which is, working in housing, being a housing advocate. So my bachelor's and master's was also in public health, and then I took a break and yeah. So I mean, it's online, so it works. It's online, and I'm part time, so I just started last fall. So
Yeah, well, it's fun when you say online because I did my master's online as well, and they like give
Mhm.
you more work, don't they?
So
Like,
I thought that initially too. So I applied to different schools, and then so I'm gonna we're off topic. So I'm going to GW, and it was so funny because when I went to what you call it, like a summer immersion program, the dean was like, "Oh yeah, the students joke and they say GW stands for group work." Yeah, they wasn't lying.
oh wow, yeah.
So yeah, it's so much group work, and so it's So I should clarify, it's not a PhD, it's a doctorate, so DRPH, which is more applied. So it still kind of relates to this stuff a little bit too, because it's all about leadership and taking principles and how you would apply to your frameworks and your businesses and all of that. So it is a lot of group work. So, but it's so cool because like we're all adults, so it's like everyone we meet up. Okay, what part? These are projects. What part you doing? What part you doing? And we just all come together. And I like that more because I feel like I would be stressed out if it was like you said, a bunch of individualized assignments with a bunch of reading. So
yeah,
it is what it is. I appreciate that, but they was not lying. I was not prepared because I also low key don't like a lot of group work because some people don't be doing their part, you know.
yeah, that's the painful part.
So yeah,
And if you have a leader mentality, guess who gets most of the workload? The leader. Yeah.
Thank you. That's why I said put that website in there. I'm gonna see my textbooks.
Right. Right.
Like, let me see.
Right. So
yeah,
have fun and see how that works.
I love it. I love it if you share some different ideas. I literally just had a conversation earlier about like I want to start like trying to change. You know what I mean? I don't want to feel like not be lazy, but like you said, like work, work
Work
smarter, not
smarter.
harder. Yes, like
Yeah.
So I'm definitely need to come hop in a group because I'm in a group. I need to just note your call so I can hop on.
Yeah. Well, you're in the partner group. So here pretty
Mm-hmm.
soon, I'm doing a couple different calls in the group. One is I'm going to be on there once a week, live, just answering questions. But the other part that I'll be in the group doing is shoot, I lost it. Oh, I'm going to teach you my exact model. Because some people will say stuff like, Allie, if you've automated everything, how can you be personable? How do people really like you? Are you sure that works? It works. I've done it for a while now.
Yeah.
And I've taught it to a few people, but I'll teach it to everybody in that group too, of exactly what I do and how I do it. And if you like, you'll have it, right? So.
And it's a difference too, like, because I appreciate being hands off as well. Like, it's a difference between automating your business and not having a personal touch, like if needed.
There is.
You
Yeah.
know, and I have a lot of CROs that come to me for help with the automation of their account. They want to be since the Speedfights came out with that TCR link, I'm talking about y'all. Yes, I'm talking about y'all. No one wants to do anything. They're like, I don't want to talk to them. I don't want to do no consultations. I want them to go on the link, and I need the link to send them. I was like, calm down. I got you. I'm gonna help you get it set up. I was like, but you sure you don't want to do a monthly? I'm like, even if you're not doing consultations, like at least do what I call like a new client onboarding call or something, so they can have like a voice to it. They don't want to do that.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Yeah. I get that. And I like what you just said because there is a difference from automating just because you don't want to do the job and really giving value to your client, right?
Right.
You can have both worlds. You just have to know how to talk and be present with them. And it will take videos. It will take a lot of videos. But here's my schedule, guys. I wake up early in the morning because I get up super early. I won't even tell you because I don't want to throw that out there, but you guys have probably heard me talk about it. I get up early in the morning, I go to the gym, I come back, and I'll have my list of videos to do. It takes me usually a couple hours. I have a lot of clients, so I'll do, every day, not too many every day. It's every day, right? Have clients, I'll get that list. I'll do my videos. They're 1 minute, 1.5 minutes long. And then guess what I am doing? I'm done for the day. I homeschool my kids. We go to the beach. We're at the beach a lot. We go to the pool. And then I come back at some point in time because you people need me. That's it. So
nice.
but you can have that life.
What you want to call about what you using? Well, I guess you're just doing your limb videos or your videos for the action plan. I'm thinking about videos for content too. I was like, if you do those, because your videos and stuff come out nice as well. I'm gonna say we need to get you on a class for that in your group.
Yeah, sure, anytime. Yeah. But yeah, I do use Loom. There's a lot of different. I think Dustin Ball uses or am I still doing credit repair or did I?
Yeah,
Okay,
cool.
so Shar, I had 4 credit repair businesses. I sold 2 last year in Cinco de Mayo. So at CreditCon, when we have Cinco de Mayo, I'm partying, girl. I sold 2, and that was a lot of fun. But I do still have 2 more, and I actually just started a third one. It hasn't launched yet. We're just building it. Yeah, because it's easy for me to scale credit repair businesses because of my model. So I can do a lot. And just so you guys know, because people ask me, well, why would you have multiple ones
I
when you
was
could
just
do
going to ask you
one?
that, like,
Yeah. Because I'm very much about niche. So some of my clients I'm serving for buying a home. And then I have another resource where it's credit optimization, how to use credit to become wealthy. And then I have another one that this last one is really targeting how to educate credit professionals like loan officers and real estate agents and like those people that are in like home education centers and stuff like that. But I help them service their clients. So they have my software and I teach them how to use it in that respect. So that's why they're all niched. They have a very specific audience. Mhm.
Nice. So she just made us feel like crap, y'all, because we like, well, we got all our people under one LLC. Like,
That's okay too. I mean, honestly, that's the best way to do it. I do
yeah,
not recommend doing it the way that I do it right now until you have grown and scaled one.
yeah,
But you think about like Tony Robbins and some of these big players, Shaquille O'Neal, they have multiple companies, but they got really good at one before they opened the door to others, and they got really good at delegating, right? Someone else is actually doing the job. I don't do all the work. I don't do hardly any of it. So I just do the videos. Yeah. So does that help? But in the beginning, you got to do some stuff, right? You got to grow it. You got to get your team, all that stuff. So stay in one lane. I like to bring up Michael Jordan. He only played basketball all day. Did you guys know? I don't know if you guys know this. He was not good at basketball when he first started. He was really bad at it. Do you guys know that? He did not have this like athletic just ability to do it. He had to work really hard for that, but he worked all day long every day. And so I like his story because if we all were to do that and stay in one lane and keep at it, even if we weren't good at it at first, like he wasn't good at basketball, but we stayed there, then he became the world's best basketball player, right? But he wouldn't have if he didn't keep doing it. And so I leave you guys with that. Keep doing what you're doing, stay in your lane, keep going, be niched, know who your audience is, and talk to them all the time.
I
All the time.
love that. I know we're almost at time. Did anyone have any final questions or thanks before we hop off? Okay. Well, hearing nothing, thank you again, friend. I won't see you at CreditCon though.
I was getting ready to ask you if you were going to be there.
Well,
No?
I really just got back. I gotta look into check smart credit dates. I might come to the smart credit one, but
Okay.
yeah, but thank you, for hopping on. I appreciate you. And thank you guys for hopping on. Yeah, Terrell saying thanks for all you do. Oh, you talking to me? Oh, you're welcome, Terrell. I need to get you on. You're next. I just was talking about you today actually to somebody that's on this call. Like real talk. But yeah, thank you so much. So guys, this is gonna be uploaded to YouTube. So if you have friends who couldn't make it, I'll have it up. I'll have it uploaded by tomorrow.
Awesome. All
All
right,
right.
guys. Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate you. Tanika, I love you.
Thank
All
you.
my
Love you
friends, I love
too.
you guys.
Good night, y'all. Bye bye.
Bye.